צהריים טובים לכולם. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mor Ofe. I'm the Israeli Shaliach to Akron. I want to thank you all for coming today for the Israel Festival, which commemorates the Yom HaZikaron לחללי מערכות ישראל ונפגעי פעולות האיבה, the Israeli Memorial Day for the fallen soldiers of Israel and the victims of terror, and Yom HaAtzmaut, Israel's 71st Independence Day. Thank you. Additionally, I want to thank the Jewish Community Board of Akron, the Show Jewish Community Center of Akron, the Lippman School, the local synagogues, Efrat Cafes and Catering, Robert City Jews, and all the volunteers who helped to create this important event. Thank you. This week, we will wake up for the 71st year of our beloved Israel. But before we celebrate, it is important to remember those who lost their lives, and thanks to them, we can have this Jewish home. My friends, as a Shaliach, I obligated myself to bring you the Israel I love, with all the beauty and the complexity, to deepen the connection between us as people who seek for a better future. And to just celebrate Yom HaAtzmaut is just not right. 23,741 soldiers lost their lives for the sake of Israel. 56 of them this year, 2019. All of that, in addition to many citizens who lost their lives in the terror attacks in Israel and in the world due to anti-Semitism and hatred. 3 of them this morning, from the non-stopping rocket shooting toward Israel that continues even now. Soon, we will stand for their memory. Just respect all those people and soldiers, those that without them, there wasn't a state of Israel. The siren will unite us for a minute of memory, a minute which in it we will hear the painful cry of a mother which comes with the loss of another child. A minute we will honor those who were killed. Yehi Zichram Baruch. Please rise for the hearing of the siren. Please remain standing.
The siren that we're listening to is all too familiar, as we're hearing over the last day or two. The sirens that keep on going on in Israel, when children running to the shelters. And I would be remiss not to mention the 3 Israelis that lost their lives over the last day in the attacks in Israel currently. Yizekor Am Yisrael es banov Uvnei Yisov anemoni v'amitzim Chayolei tzva hagana leYisrael V'chol lechemei hamachtaros V'chativois haloichamim V'marachois am ואנשי קהילה המועדין הביטחון המשטרה ושירוס בתי הסוהר אשר חירפו נפשם במלחמה על תקומת ישראל וכל מי שנרצחו בארץ ומחוץ לה בידי מרצחים מארגוני הטרור יזכור ישראל ויסברך בזרעי ויבל על זיו העלומים וחמדת הגבורה וקדושת הרצון ומסירות הנפש של הנספים במערכה הכבדה יהיו חללי המערכה ישראל עטורי הניצחון חסומים בלב ישראל לדור ודור. May the nation of Israel remember its sons and daughters, faithful and courageous, the soldiers of the Israeli Defense Forces and all members of the undergrounds and brigades, the warriors in the battles at sea, members of the intelligence community, security personnel, policemen, and those in the prison service, who gave up their lives in war to ensure the existence of Israel, and all of whom that were killed within Israel and outside of Israel at the hands of murderers and terrorists. May the nation of Israel and the Exalted One remember the radiance of the youthfulness, the delightfulness, heroism, purity of their will, and the selflessness of those who fell in the costly wars. May the fallen of the wars of Israel be crowns of victory, and may their names be inscribed upon the hearts of Israel for all generations.
El Melerachamim, Shochen Maromim, Hamatzeh Menucha Nechvana, Al Kanfei HaShechina, Be'emalaot Kedoshim Tehorim Begiborim, Kezohar Matzirim, Lenishmat Hayalet V'Chagana L'Yisrael V'Lechamei HaMachtarut Shenefalu B'Milchamot Yisrael V'chol Halachamim B'Marchotam Shecharafu Nafsham L'Amot Al Kedushat Hashem ובעזרת אלוהי מלכות ישראל הביאו לתקומת האומה והמדינה ולגאולת הארץ והאלוהים לכל אלה שהם נרצחו בארץ ומחזוזלה בידי המרצחים מארגוני הטרור. לכם ברחמים יסירם בצדק ענפיו לעולמים ויתרו ביצרו החיים את נשמתם השם הוא נחלתם בגן עדן תהא מנוחתם וינוחו בשלום המשכבם ויעמדו לגורלם לקץ הימים ונאמר אמן. You may be seated.
אני גרה מול המים, בין שדות ובין חול, מעלייך השמיים וממול ים כחול. לפעמים אתה חי פה, לפעמים אתה מת, לפעמים הדמיון פה כבר נראה כמו יש לילות של ירח במזרח הזה, יש ימים שצורח הכאב בחזה. אני גרה מול המים והאופק רחוק, ובוהים השמיים והים הוא עמוק. יש לה יופי פה טעם של לגבות מלחמה, פה גדלים מסווה זעם בין פרחי נחמה. כאן יודעות השפתיים לחייך לזמן, כאן בוכות העיניים כבר שנים מעצמן, בוכות מעצמן. אני גרה מול המים ונופים שמכבר מספרים לי בינתיים איך הפכו לעפר. כאן תמצא בכל אבן גם סדרי חלומות, כאן נושאים את הסבל בתוך סל השמחות, כאן נושאים שותי בצוהר בגביעי החווה, כאן שרים שירי צער בין תפילות אשכבה. מעלייך השמיים וממול ים כחול.
Of course, we pray for the well-being, for the peace, for the blessings of all nations of the world, that we can come together in peace, and especially for that of the Jewish homeland, Eretz Yisrael. Avinu shebashamayim, Tzor Yisrael v'golot, Barech et Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Tzmichat Geulateinu. Our Father in heaven, Rock and Redeemer of the people Israel, bless the state of Israel with its promise of redemption. Shield it with your love. Spread over it the shelter of your peace. Guide its leaders and advisors with your light and your truth. Help them with your good counsel. Strengthen the hands of those who defend our holy land. Deliver them. Crown their efforts with triumph. Bless the land with peace and its inhabitants with lasting joy. V'nomar, as we say together, Amen.
Good afternoon. My name is Todd Polikoff. I'm the CEO of the Jewish Community Board of Akron. Before I begin my remarks, I want to thank our community shaliach, Mor, who did a phenomenal job pulling this together along with the volunteer committee. All of the staff who work here on the Schultz Campus for Jewish Life, whether it's the Lippman School, the JCC, JCBA, Bethel, JFS, this really is a group effort. It's a team effort, and I want to thank all of them and everyone for being here today. It's been said, and you may have seen this on social media, it's been going around quite a bit, that Jews have two Memorial Days, Yom HaZikaron and Yom HaShoah. Yom HaZikaron reminds us of the cost of having Israel. Yom HaShoah reminds us the cost of not having Israel. Last week, our community observed Yom HaShoah, and today we gather for Yom HaZikaron and Yom HaAtzmaut. Memorial Day for Israelis is quite unique, as nearly all Israelis have served in the military. Nearly everyone knows someone who has fallen. But what is also unique is the spirit that lives on from one generation of Israelis to the next regarding service to the country. Given the choice between sending their children off to fight yet again, or a way of life where someone else will decide if the state of Israel will live or die, and when that decision will be made. Almost all Israelis will choose the former. It is in honor of this dedication to the creation and the perpetuation of the Jewish homeland that we recognize the sacrifice of all of those who have fallen on and off of the battlefield on Yom HaZikaron. But undoubtedly, the last 48 hours of Yom HaZikaron, undoubtedly the 48 hours of Yom HaZikaron and Yom HaAtzmaut is one of the most challenging times in the Jewish and Israeli calendar. Yom HaZikaron and Yom HaAtzmaut in Israel take place one right after the other, forcing Israelis and the diaspora to grapple with the stark transition from solemn and somber to jubilation and celebration. This transition is an incredibly taxing time, as the sheer gravity of both days can be all-consuming. At one moment, we are facing Jerusalem, remembering the men and women who have given their lives both on and off the battlefield in the establishment and the defense of the Jewish homeland. The next moment, we are consumed with a tidal wave of exuberant celebration, commemorating Ben-Gurion's proclamation on May 14, 1948, the 5th of Iyar. Certainly, we should celebrate Israel today. But as we celebrate, let us not forget that the defense of the state of Israel is a seemingly never-ending endeavor. As you're most likely aware by now, Israel is once again under attack from Hamas, Palestinian Islamic Jihad, and other groups from Gaza who are indiscriminately launching rockets towards Israeli civilian population centers. Since the attacks began on Saturday morning, more than 600 rockets have been fired at Israeli citizens. Sirens have sounded as far north as Beit Shemesh, Kiryat Malachi, and Kiryat Gat. For your reference, and it's important for us to understand this, Kiryat Gat is roughly 20 miles from Gaza. Macedonia is 20 miles from here. 15-minute drive. While many rockets landed in open fields and roughly about 120 or so were knocked out by the Iron Dome anti-rocket defense system, over 20, nearly 30 projectiles did score direct hits landing in population centers. Sadly, a number of Israelis have been killed. 2 factory workers in Kiryat Gat who are not able to get to a shelter in time. Moshe Agadi, age 58, from Ashkelon, died on his way to hospital after being hit by shrapnel from a rocket. A short time later, a rocket hit a car near Kibbutz Yad Mordechai, killing 1 woman. Around the same time, shrapnel from a rocket hit the oncology unit at Barzilai Hospital. May the memory of those killed be for a blessing. But to be clear, these rockets have one purpose and one purpose only: to terrorize and to interrupt the daily course of life of Israeli civilians. Israeli civilians, be they right-wing, hardliners, or peaceniks, all running to the same bomb shelters. The terrorists do not discriminate on political ideology. They all have 15 seconds to run to a shelter. They have 15 seconds to get their elderly friends and family to a shelter. They have 15 seconds to get their children to a shelter, assuming all of their children are in the same place at the same time. I have 3 children who I believe are in this room watching me speak right now. After this is over, if you ask me to gather them around the parts of this building in 15 seconds, I'm fairly sure I couldn't. That's the reality that Israelis are living with today. Again, for your reference, it takes the average adult 15 seconds to read a paragraph. It takes the average adult 15 seconds to tie both of your shoes. That's how long 15 seconds is to gather up everyone that you know and love and get them to a shelter. Now, I know that this is not the typical way to begin a community-wide celebration, but I believe it's important to know that our celebration means as much here as it does to those in Israel. So let's celebrate. Let's send the signal to those in Israel that we stand with them, that we send our love, that we use their resilience and passion for life and commitment to each other as an example for all of diaspora Jewry. Let the enemies of Israel hear us. Let them see us supporting the only Jewish state in the world. Let them see us defend Israel's right to defend herself. Let's enjoy today. I'm Yisrael.
I want to invite all the Liebman kids for a nice performance, so give them applause. Please stand for the singing of the Atikva.
Mizrach Kadim
Happy 71st Independence Day, everyone. So you're all welcome to check out our nice stations. I want to say thanks to everyone. Thanks for Rachel for singing. Have a nice food by Efrat Cafe Catering. And enjoy your time here.